Welcome back to sucksatstrumming.com. I'm your host, Matt Nemmers, and it's day 4, well, video 4, day 32, I don't even know. It's been about a month and a half, well, no, about a month, since I picked up the guitar and actually started taking it to heart and earnest. Taking it to heart and earnest, that really doesn't make any sense. But starting to play it for real, okay? Back in 1994, I had this wild hair where I went out and bought like this $400 Fender guitar with a cutout and everything. I thought it was badass, and I knew how to play like one thing, like the beginning of One by Metallica. You remember that? That's all I knew. $400 later. And I sold it to my little sister, Emily, for $80 or something retarded. And she still has it. And I have visitation rights, but nevertheless, I wasted that opportunity to learn it when I really had the time, but not the inclination. Now I have the inclination, not necessarily the time, but I make do. And when you want to do something, you will. And as a sailor reminded me the other day, Mogo, thank you so much for bringing this up. And if anybody read my status update the other day, it was a sailor came up to me and said, "Chief, I love your videos, you know, I mean, you've inspired me. I mean, I've always wanted to learn the guitar, but I've never had really the ambition to pick it up because I thought I was too old." And she said, your videos made me realize that you really are never too old to learn something new." She was totally serious. I'm 36. That's like the new 18. Maybe that's a stretch, but she was like 23 years old or something retarded. You know, I just feel old. But nevertheless, regardless of age, if you want to do something, you will. And I want to do this, and I'm going to do it because my goal is I want to be able to play at least 2 or 3 songs by the time my little brother Mark gets married to Airlie Patton. Congratulations, you two. You guys had your shower last night. I wish I could have been there. Nevertheless, I'm going to make it up to you by not being there by playing a couple songs at your thing, your get together, your wedding. Not your wedding, you don't want to do that because I'm terrible, but I have gotten a little bit better. Behold, alright? Now the one thing I did learn lately is how to mute this top button when you're playing like the C-Add2 right here. I learned how to do that. I mean, before I only know like, I know a bunch of chords, but I play regularly only a few, like G. But you know that one, and then C, I was doing that, but I didn't mute the top. See, key point. Learned how to do it along with the D and mute the top too. See, look, the finger right here, this little rascal, this guy, because you don't hear these. Oh, not that one. Top 2, can't really hear them. All right, so when I play it. Flies are crazy around here. Apparently my dog poops not only feces, but also dead bodies. So they're everywhere, and they're in my wine, but they don't drink very much. So it's okay. And notice I'm drinking out of a very thick glass because I'm not allowed to drink out of the fancy wine glasses because I break them. Anyways, I have gotten a little bit better at the strumming, and I actually like this sound better because it sounds a lot better. Can't really hear my screw-ups as much. Nevertheless, I hope you guys stop back. Eventually, I promise, I will play the songs that I learn for you. Happy 4th. Deuces.